The Tao that can be named is not the eternal Tao. These enigmatic words, attributed to Laozi, echo across centuries as an invitation to explore the ineffable. Laozi, a sage from ancient China believed to have lived in the 6th century BCE, is credited with penning the Tao Te Ching, a cornerstone of Taoist thought. His story paints him as a custodian of imperial archives in Luoyang, a man disenchanted by the complexities of human society who retreated into the mountains to contemplate life's deeper truths. It was there, in solitude, that he is said to have distilled his philosophy into the profound verses of the Tao Te Ching. Laozi's opening declaration reminds us that the essence of the Tao, or the Way, defies verbal articulation. It exists beyond the confines of language, urging us to look past words and experience its truths directly. While these teachings suggest that the Tao is something to be lived rather than explained, the desire to understand its principles has inspired seekers for millennia. If you're curious about the profound simplicity of Taoism, then perhaps it's time to engage with it firsthand and feel its resonance in your own life. Taoism, at its heart, offers a blueprint for harmony. It speaks of aligning oneself with the natural rhythms of existence to uncover balance, fulfillment, and inner peace. Drawing from the rich soil of ancient Chinese philosophy, it has influenced everything from art to medicine, literature to martial arts. Yet, as the modern world accelerates and shifts, Taoism has seen its prevalence wane, a loss for a humanity yearning for simplicity and clarity in an age of chaos. What makes Taoism intriguing is its inclusivity. Unlike dogmatic systems that demand exclusive adherence, it allows for coexistence with other beliefs. Many Taoists comfortably integrate their practices with Buddhism or Confucianism, underscoring a philosophy that nurtures rather than constrains. It's a way of being that encourages us to shed the illusions of control and embrace the unfolding of life. In more recent history, the writings and lectures of Alan Watts, a British-American philosopher, have played a vital role in demystifying Taoist teachings for the Western world. Born in England in 1915, Watts grew up with a voracious appetite for knowledge. His intellectual journey led him to study Eastern philosophies at the University of London, a fascination that only deepened when he traveled to China to immerse himself in its culture. His legacy lies in his ability to convey complex ideas with poetic simplicity, weaving together strands of Taoism and Zen Buddhism in a way that resonates universally. Listening to Watts speak is like stepping into a river of thought. His measured tone, deliberate pacing, and evocative language draw you into the flow. He emphasized that Tao is not something to be grasped by reason alone. Instead, it is an underlying energy that pervades the universe, inviting us to align with its natural order. The Tao is balance, harmony, and effortless flow. It cannot be forced, manipulated, or contained, yet it is ever present, guiding us like a river carving its path through the land. Perhaps the most familiar symbol of Taoist philosophy is yin and yang, representing the interplay of opposites, light and dark, active and passive, masculine and feminine. This concept illustrates the dynamic balance that governs all things. Taoism teaches that embracing these contrasts is essential for achieving harmony. To simplify life is to honor the Tao. Complexity breeds imbalance, while simplicity clears the path to clarity and purpose. By focusing on what truly matters, we can reduce the noise of modern existence. The principle of non-attachment reminds us that material possessions and worldly desires often lead to unnecessary suffering. If you lose something precious, the sting is sharper when you've anchored your happiness to it. Taoism invites us to release such attachments, cultivating an inner peace that is unshaken by external circumstances. Central to this philosophy is Wu Wei, the art of effortless action. It's not about inaction, but about flowing with the current rather than fighting against it. Trust the process, Taoism tells us. Let life unfold in its own time. Whether you're navigating heartbreak or striving for success, forcing outcomes often leads to resistance and frustration. Instead, align yourself with the rhythms of life and allow the Tao to guide you toward resolution. Acceptance is another cornerstone of this way of life. By relinquishing the struggle to control what is beyond us, we find freedom. This doesn't mean passivity, but rather a conscious choice to act from a place of harmony rather than conflict. In this surrender, we discover a kind of grace that transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. Beyond its philosophical tenets, Taoism extends into practices like feng shui, tai chi, and traditional Chinese medicine, all aimed at harmonizing the energies within and around us. These disciplines reflect the Taoist reverence for nature and the environment, emphasizing sustainability and respect for the interconnected web of life. Taoism doesn't demand blind faith or rigid adherence. It offers a gentle invitation to live with intention and balance, to see the world not as something to conquer, but as something to cherish. In embracing the principles of the Tao, we might find ourselves not only living more harmoniously, but also unlocking a sense of purpose that feels authentic and enduring. The Tao isn't some distant ideal. It's the thread that runs through everything, waiting to be noticed, understood, and lived. So, as you step into the flow of your own existence, consider the wisdom of this ancient philosophy. Perhaps the answers you seek have been quietly waiting in the stillness all along.